So you're over 50 and you're looking for some ways to make extra cash or quit your 9 to 5 or simply make some extra money on the side. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it and why you can do it. So if that sounds like something of interest to you, stay tuned and let's get into it. If we haven't met, I'm Jennifer, your oldie but goodie, and I'm here to help those over 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 make money online and be successful at it, and to show you that you can do it more than anything. So, we're going to debunk some of the myths. We're going to talk about some reasons why in your head, I know because I did it, you're thinking that you can't do it, but you very well can. So, one thing I want to find out from you first is how old you are, because I always love to see how old you are and why you're looking to do something online. So, put in the comments how old you are and why you're looking to do something different. If you're anything like me, you know that the 30-year grind of working for somebody else is exhausting. And you get to the point where you're like, is this all that life is about? Because we put in our time, we make somebody else rich, and it seems like it's hard to even get ahead. And it gets old, right? But that's what we've been told all of our life is you go to work, you make a living for your family, you retire and just live a normal regular life. Well, it doesn't have to be that way because when you're out there hustling trying to make enough money to pay your bills, well, you could be making that in a day, and that is the honest truth. You can make what you make in a week in a day, plus more. Throughout this video, I'm also going to show you some examples of people in our community, friends of mine, who are also killing it in this online space because of what I like to call a business in a box. Technology has come a very long way. So, even a couple of years ago when I started looking at things online, it was complicated. You had to set up your own website and do all of the programming and the back end. And it was super complicated and difficult, honestly. Difficult for me and a lot of folks, especially those of us who are older. But now technology has come such a long way that you can get that all wrapped up in this beautiful little package and you just have to implement it. So the tech skills are definitely not as important as they used to be. And let me address the other thing that I know everybody thinks, especially those of us who are older, is this online thing is for the young kids. They're the ones killing it on social media and making millions in this online space. And that's all for those young kids. Well, it's not. It's not. It is for those of us too who have so much to contribute. So don't think of it as a young person's field of expertise. We can do this too. Now, the reason that I really feel strongly about that is because we have life experiences. We have things that we have experienced in our life, in our jobs, that those folks who are younger can't even speak to because they haven't lived the lives that we have. So, your life experiences and the hard work that you put in your day to day goes so far with people and resonates with people, and they want to hear those stories. So that is your superpower. So here's my first person I want to show you guys. Love this. 65 years old and just posted his first 2 TikToks. Now that's a win, right? Because whoever thought that we would be doing this? Whoever thought that we could be doing it? But there you go. There's an example of somebody who at 65 said, "You know what? I'm putting myself out there. I'm going to take that chance, put myself out there and see what happens." And that's amazing because that's the first step is getting over that fear of being in front of people or people knowing that you're in the online space. But yeah, 65 years old, let's go. Let's go back and talk a little bit more about the business in a box because I'm going to show you in a minute exactly the steps that you need to take because I think that's also confusing is everybody talks about how simple it is, but nobody really shows you step by step what you need to do to start. And that's what I'm going to do. But the business in the box concept is that so you actually get everything you need to have a successful online business. You have your website, it is provided for you. You have your email sequence provided for you. You have all of the training to get started provided for you. You have the support of a community of 45,000 people now who are there to support and help you. So, the business in a box is that everything is there for you to go. You can get connected in a couple of days and then you're ready. You're ready to roll. You're ready to promote the program and start learning as you earn. So I really like to emphasize that because it goes back to us thinking that as older folks that we can't get it. Well, we can because it has been made so simplified that anyone can do it. Honestly, anyone can do it from any walk of life. I'm a regular person, seriously, just a regular person. And I was able to do it with no issues. So don't let that stop you because you can do it. Next, let's talk about cost. I don't really like to talk about cost too much because if you really want to do something, then the cost isn't going to stop you from doing it. And this is such a low cost, entry level type business that anybody can do it. So the startup cost is a one time fee for a lifetime access. So one time. The highest level in the program is $900, and I'll go through the different levels as well, but it's $900, and $900 is all you pay forever and ever. Amen. There's no monthly expenses, there's no monthly fees, there's no ongoing fees, and you have access to all of the training, all of the updates, everything in the program forever, for life. So that one-time startup fee is absolutely nothing, and you get it back as soon as you make one sale with 100% profits. So I also like to compare it to what it costs to get a mentor. So if you started anything, and you weren't sure how to do it, you might get a mentor to help you through the process, right? So a mentor is going to cost you, let's say, being conservative, $5,000. $5,000 to get somebody to mentor you in starting an online business. Compare that $5,000, which is one time, so it's usually going to last 90 days or so. $5,000 for 90 days. This is $900 for life. And the mentoring is included in the program. Every single day, there's a new video, there's a new training, there's a live training. Here, I'm going to show you the calendar. Look at this calendar right here. This shows you everything that we do on a weekly basis. There are mentoring calls, there are tech calls. So if you are having any issues with your tech setup, then there are live tech calls for somebody to help you. Every single week, we have calls, live calls, where you can actually get all of your questions answered. And this calendar is not just for December of 2024. Every month, this is what the calendar looks like. So again, let's compare that. $900 one time for a lifetime of mentoring, or a one-time big fee of 5 grand or more for a certain period of time for mentoring. It's just no comparison. So think about it in those terms, that one payment also gets you lifetime membership and lifetime mentoring. As we get older too, unfortunately, sometimes we have health issues. And I know I'm going through that. I have some sciatica problems and some back issues. So it's more difficult for me to actually go to a job where I had to do anything physical. And people really don't talk about this advantage of having an online business, but it really is an advantage for those of us who are older and maybe have some health issues, is that you can adapt it to your lifestyle. I never had to leave the house if I don't want to. I can sit at my desk, sit on the couch with my computer or with my phone and do everything that I need to do. So that piece of it is huge to me because I can do all of my work in the comfort of my home. I don't have to worry about getting out and getting hurt or re-injuring an injury, and it will accommodate any type of medical issue. So that's huge, huge in the comfort of your home. Here's another person I want you to look at, a 63-year-old grandfather. Look how well he's doing. Is that not amazing? So again, these are people who are older, who are doing great. And if you talk to them, they are loving every minute of it. So another great example of someone older who is really doing well in an online business. Here's another friend who says, I couldn't pay my bills. I had to borrow money. And that was just 6 months ago, and now she's making $51,000. She's already made $51,000, I should say. So the possibilities are there. Now, $51,000 in a 5-month period is probably not the norm, let's be honest. But there are people who do it right out the gate because their stories connect with people. Their stories mean everything, their experience, their life experience. And that's why they are killing it. And they're on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or wherever. And they are telling their story and they're helping people do the same thing that they're doing. So, as I promised, I'm going to take you through step by step on what you have to do. Now, when you go to my website, onlinesuccesswithjennifer.com, the first thing that you're going to see is this page. And this page is where you will put in your email address. Okay. Now, and as you're looking at these pages, I want you to realize all of these pages you will get. These are all pages that are included with the program. Everything is included. So this page, which is the landing page, is exactly what you will get to. Now you can tweak it a little bit with colors or a picture, but this is exactly what you're getting. So it's all set up for you. So you'll put in your email address. When you do that, I will send you a guide that is step by step on what to do. So everything we're covering will be in this guide, simple checklist. And then I'll also send you a guide to create your own digital products if you want to do that down the road. So that's what happens when you put in your email address. Okay. So that's the first step. So if everything is sounding like this is going to be an amazing program, I want you to put ready in the comments and I will send you the information directly to you because I know that you can do this and I know at least you need to look at it and see exactly what it's all about. So put ready in the comments and I want to connect with you. So once you put in your email address, this is going to be the next screen that you see, and it's a thank you page. And it basically says in a few minutes, you'll receive the blueprint, which is the checklist that will show you step by step what to do. So once you get that, you'll have it to use and reference. But this is what the thank you page looks like. Now, I have inserted my own video. You can do the same. Or you can use the standard video that comes with the program. So there's already a video there. You just have to decide if you want to make your own or if you don't. Now, I left the regular general one for a while until I figured out what I was doing. And then I made my own and plugged it in there as well. So easy peasy, but a video is provided if you want to use that. So the person looks at this, they go down and they say, okay, I want to learn more. And they click on the next step. So one thing I want to point out here too is that I hope that you see that this is not you are taken to a page and we immediately want you to buy. That's not how this program operates. It is not a pushy sales thing at all. And this is my opinion. And I've been through several programs. But as you can see, there are steps. You know, the very first step is give me your email. I'll send you some great free resources. The next step is a video that talks about the program. And then you can see some more testimonials and decide if you want to move on to the next step. If you don't, you don't. When you go to the next step, this is what you will see. And this is the full-blown website. And again, this is something every person who is in this program has. So it's all set up for you. It is all ready to go. All right. So once you go down through all the information and read everything, it's very, very comprehensive about the program. And you'll see that there are 4 income streams. and you can purchase from $100 to $900 level. Now, the $900 level is the Legacy Builders program, which is what you hear most about, because that's where people start. It's like $900, bam, you're in forever. You have access to all 4 income streams that you can resell when you start at that $900 level, but you don't have to. You can start at 100 and move up to 300, and as you're making money, keep moving up. A lot of people do that as well. Totally fine. If you'll notice too, on each of these, there is a payment plan. So you have an opportunity to offer a payment plan to your customers. Money is tight, so being able to have that flexibility and offer them a payment plan makes this more affordable than ever. So this is what you'll see. So this is the last page. It kind of includes everything. So from here, if you decide not to purchase, you don't have to, obviously, but you'll have access to this page at all times and you can go back and look at it. Now, the other thing that you will happen is when you entered your email address, that email address went into the system, the automated system, and your email address was added to the email sequence. Again, something you will get. The email sequence is provided to you with the program. So that email address automatically is added to your email sequence, and that person, you and your customers, will continue to get email reminders with more information about the program, because a lot of times if people are thinking about it, if they have that reminder in an email, they'll eventually buy or they'll email you back with questions. All of this is included, and that's all it takes. Let's stop and look at some other folks who are doing so great in this program. Now, I specifically picked people who are older, so you might be able to tell from their picture. Of course, I marked out their name, but you might be able to tell from their picture that they're older. So here's one, $900 ding while at yoga. Namaste, she says. That's awesome. So again, this is what we're talking about when we're talking about automation. While she was at yoga doing her thing, she got a sale because your information is constantly out there on social media. Your potential customers are getting emails to remind them. They're always going back to your website so they could purchase at any time. It's actually brilliant. So the last step is once you purchase, then you'll get an email with your login information, and that's where you will get into the system and start going through the steps to get everything set up. And it usually will take you 1 or 2 days to get the system set up. One thing that you will have to have from a technical side, the technical standpoint, is a domain, which is basically your website name, where people will go specifically to your website with the information provided, and that will direct them to your website. So you have to purchase a domain, which is like $10, and you have it forever, and you just have to connect your domain to the website that's provided. Again, it's not an issue. It's step by step, and anyone can do it. Plus, we have the tech calls if you do run into any issues. And that's it. Once everything's done, you are ready to roll and learn while you earn. Let's look at one more person in the community who is killing it. $1,700 in the first 2 days of December. Now, that just shows you that these comments are recent. This just happened. These aren't old comments. These are people that just now got sales from this program. So I hope that helps you understand that you can do it as someone who is over 50. You can, and you'll actually have a lot of fun doing it. Down in the description, I have the link for my website if you want to learn more. So please do that. I also have a link for a calendar event if you want to schedule a time to meet with me completely free to talk about the program, or if you purchase it and want to talk about, things within the program. I'm always here to help you with any questions that you have. Last message to those of you over 50. You can do it. You don't have to think that this is for the young people out there, because there are plenty of us in this community who are over 50 who are doing well. So you can do it too. Let me know what I can do to help, and I'll see you on the next video.